If I was straight, I'd destroy your soul. But unfortunately, I like cock. Oh shit, you put one, you're trans. We'll get to that later. But honestly, own the trans comments. Like, fuck what anyone else says, they all work at Next. Just remember that, okay? Fuck them. Welcome to the Rebel Devils podcast. My name is Jordan Smith, and I'm here with the famous TikTok couple, Beavo and Sophia.
What's happening?
So, right, I was with you in London, a couple of weeks ago. Met JMX, we were doing stuff with, content creation. I go to sleep, wake up, all this has happened. How the fuck did this happen? I'm in the next hotel room. Tell me how you met.
So we met at the General G Modine fight. You were wifed off.
Yeah.
At the time.
At the time. Not anymore.
No.
We'll get into that later.
You are now, but yeah.
So obviously, I remember I went to Mayfair with you. I lost my ID.
Yeah.
So I had to go back. I went back with Jake.
Yeah. And the next morning, I just ran up and I was like, hey. You're like, what the fuck's this?
So how did it happen though? Like, who engaged who? Did you message her? Did she message you?
No, we met.
It was Holly.
Yeah. So no, we met at the General G Modine fight. We exchanged instas. We was chatting for a bit, and then Holly randomly messaged on a Sunday night saying, "Oh, do you want to come over and just
on
chill?"
a Sunday? That's the best day, isn't it? That's the best day for it to happen.
And yeah, we was talking about what HS done, and we thought, fuck it, let's have a clap back,
sexier picture.
And we got a little sexy picture together, and then we just chatted from there, and now we're a thing.
So just to confirm, you went back to our hotel that night.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, which most of our podcasts haven't touched on, is: did you get raunchy that night? Did you fuck?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess we did. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Holly lying in the bed next to us.
So, with Holly lying in the bed next to you. Okay, it's what it is. So, a lot of people are asking on social media at the moment, Sophia, you clout chasing, Beavo. Is this a legit relationship? Is this legit?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, prove it.
I couldn't.
Of course.
Yeah, I want more intimacy. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It can't be faked.
She knows the rules.
She knows the rules. Sophia knows the rules. Okay, that must be important, obviously.
Yeah, no, of course.
So, tough question. Rumours are, in your past relationship, the sex wasn't often or,
No, it wasn't there. As I say, like, where I started TikTok, do you know what I mean? Sydney was there. We sort of done a bit of content, like going abroad. I took her to Turkey. And then it sort of just led to meeting every day, and then we sort of got together. But I don't think it was true love. It was more being attached to someone. I think it turned
in the moment sort of thing.
It turned into a toxic friendship towards the end anyway. But we slept with each other once in, like, I think it was 2 months of relationship, 3 months of knowing each other, which I don't care, innit? Like, it is what it is. But she blamed it on having a child, and she just weren't on it. And in other words, if you want someone to cling on to you, go find someone else. So
that's fair enough.
I did.
So I'm going to ask, obviously, I know Sophia quite well. How does the sex life compare?
Oh, it's amazing. She's literally the woman version of me anyway, so I think we get on so well.
How often do you give Sophia wood?
Well, it's about twice a day at the minute. But, it's nice. But it's chill and we relax and...
It's one of them, it's that chemistry. The chemistry is
it's
completed.
Good.
And you're into each other. And that's, it's a legit relationship, And obviously, I've spent some time with you in the last, 24 hours, behind the scenes. And I know it's completely legitimate.
100%.
And you know what? I respect it. And you know what? I'm really happy for you both. I've got to admit. But what I want to ask is, there's got to be, in any relationship, you love some things, you hate some things. So I want to know one thing you love about Sophia and one thing you hate about Sophia.
I'll say it straight away, her eyes are amazing.
Oh.
And I hate nothing like feature-wise, but I don't know. At the minute, there isn't nothing I hate about you yet. There probably will be. Do you know what I mean? We get down the line. Yeah, she might drink a bit too much, but
I get told that. Don't worry, I get the same.
No, I don't really hate anything, to be honest. As I say, even like with the OF stuff, like I approve because we're so down to earth on it, and there's boundaries and we know what she can and can't.
Yeah, exactly.
do.
Every do you know
Yeah,
what? That's the definition of a healthy relationship,
Yeah, no,
where
100%.
you've got boundaries, you respect each other's boundaries. You know, you got with her knowing she does. You know, and you know what? That's fair enough. At the end of the day, she's making her ends meet. She's making her bread. You can't, you know, you're making your bread, you're making your bread. And to be honest, you're both making bread.
That's it.
Combine them together, you both have a good time.
Let's get a bakery going, you know the rules.
Bakery.
Let's
cooking?
Let's cook some fucking cookies, man.
That's it.
So, obviously, you addressed most of it in your last TikTok regarding Sydney, and I don't want to touch on it much for a few reasons. But I'm going to ask you one question, right? A lot of people think you moved on pretty quick, right? What would you say to those people?
I don't think I did, because as I said like previously, it was more of a toxic friendship, and where I met Sophia at the boxing fight.
Was it just lust at first sight? Was it just one of them?
Yeah, no, we got on
you just
really
literally
well
when you saw her, you wanted to rip them clothes off.
Obsessed with me?
But yeah,
but she didn't know you at first, did she?
No, which I like because.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. Even
That's
when Holly had texted and he went on live and was like, "You know the rules." I was like, "What the rules?" I was like, "What?"
But yeah, it was.
Beavo wanted the beaver, basically.
Everyone was like, "What you eating?" I was like, "What do you mean eating?" Because I hadn't seen anything.
Eating you,
before.
obviously. I think it looks like.
Oh
But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
First night eating dinner. Dinner with daddy.
He ate cake off me the first.
Yeah, that was good.
So, what do you say to those people that say that, you know, it's quick turnaround, Sophia's just a rebound? What would you say?
I think it's, if I come out of a proper relationship, which, as I say, I don't count Sydney as a proper relationship. This is my first proper relationship, I'll be honest and open about that. So,
cute.
Yeah, it wasn't really a rebound. So I met her at the Modine General G fight. We chatted for a bit. Holly invited me over to the hotel, done a bit of content.
What type of content can I be called?
No, just that picture, and I ate cake off her cake.
What? Repeat that again.
I ate cake off her cake. So I don't know. I'm still debating it. Should Beavo start an OF where I eat cake off Sophia?
Okay. Well, do you know what? What I've learned in the industry is, you know, there's a market for everything
100%.
and everyone. So, you know, would people pay for that? Yes,
100%.
100%. So, a few questions now. One directed to you, Beavo, Brandon. You got bottled the other day. I saw the video. You know, what the fuck happened with that? What do you think of it?
I don't know. So we turned up to. I was with Holly because you was away.
Yeah.
So Holly come to me to do my. I thought it was a nightclub appearance, but it was like a uni darts night. And literally, I was on stage for about 10 minutes, and but I was there for an hour, just prepping, waiting. And I've gone on stage, but I heard people throwing it was like VK plastic bottles.
Plastic, not glass,
they
to
weren't
confirm,
glass,
yeah?
It was plastic. If it was glass, I probably would have had some injury. But yeah, gone on stage playing darts, but and then I felt something in the back of me. I was like, what the hell was that?
Did it hurt?
It didn't really hurt. It was more me being pissed off, to be honest. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I've turned out, I'm trying to be nice. I mean, I've not done nothing wrong.
At the end of the day, you're doing your job.
Yes, it, 100%.
You know?
That happened. I thought, well, whatever. But then another one come, and it didn't hit me, but it just went past my face.
And which club were you at the time?
It was Leeds Union or something like that. I don't know.
And what the fuck did the security do?
They chucked him out. But the guy had the audacity to come up to me after I left and say, "Oh, it's me that threw the bottle at you." And I'm thinking, I wanted to hit him, but I kept my cool. Do you know? I was just like, yeah, okay, all right, cheers, mate. See you later.
Like, who wouldn't feel like, you know, you get angry when you get hurt, you know?
Especially someone's just told you, I've just threw a bottle at your head. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was all right. But yeah, I won't be doing no uni nights, like especially like the dart stuff. The nightclub stuff's not bad because I've got bouncers always around me and stuff like that. But
that's what you need, and you have come to a lot of fame recently, you know,
no.
especially in the last few months, you know. So I'm gonna ask a very tough question to you both right now, and that is, who wears the trousers?
Here we go.
Here we go. Who knows the rules? We'll find out, shall we? Okay, who wears the trousers? You know, in what way? You know, everyone wears the trousers in different ways.
Yeah, different ways.
Okay, how do you wear the trousers, Sophia?
I'm just a bit bossy, innit?
Yeah, no, I get that. But where, like, my personality, I'm very laid back, I'm chilled, I'm not this arrogant, tattooed guy, like, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. Yeah, I let her take control, but I do take control sometimes. I'm not just a complete
It's quite like half and half.
Who takes control in the bedroom?
That's definitely me. She's a little pillow princess. She's laid down.
You should just start to lay there.
Yeah.
I've changed.
Have you?
Yeah, pillow princess.
Pillow princess. Okay, I like that. So we're going to get on to the big thing in the press in the last 24 hours, which is
He's dead.
you're fucking dead, man. Like, you don't even exist right now. You know, how am I talking to? Are you fake?
Social suicide.
Social suicide. So, you know, according to the Sun, you're dead.
Oh no, that was quite funny.
Yeah. What do you say to the people who spread the rumours?
It's just, it is sad. But again, I guess being probably a 15, 16-year-old got nothing better to do and pretending for me to be dead, it's just a typical thing that's happening online. It's happened to a lot of people recently. I know Ben Williams, it happened to.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But yeah, listen, I'm not dead, I'm alive, I'm here, so...
Should we confirm it? Like, let's do a handshake.
Yeah, I'm here, look.
This is the real Beavo.
Beavo's here. We're here.
So, and what would you say to a message to the Sun, a paper, a very reputable paper, probably the biggest in the UK? What would you say to them who almost spreads the rumours?
I won't post it. Because as I said on previous podcasts...
Did they contact you?
No, nothing like that. It just... A lot of stuff on TikTok is fake, so just don't believe half of what you see on TikTok. So, yeah, I'll tell that to everyone.
It's what it is.
But it is funny that people believe it. But again, people
to be fair,
are gullible, so
like you mentioned, it creates views, doesn't it? You know,
views get you paid. So
views get you paid. You get paid because of views. And Sophia, you're next on the list. Okay, so obviously we've talked about how Brandon likes and hates you. What do you think of him? What do you like about him, and what do you hate about him?
Just loves very hard.
In which way?
In all ways.
That way.
That's what you like, is it? The attention inside, should we say? What do you hate about him?
We're very like each other, so it just works.
Is it a real connection?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like...
It's like
so, for example,
man version of me.
With my relationship, it's kind of like I fucking, you know, to the point where it's like, you know, you are in love with that person, you know? Is that what it's like with Brandon right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you like. What's that like, well, pet hate?
Just the fact that he's not being treated right in the past, so it kind of like... I don't know, you just kind of don't think you deserve...
We've both got our guards up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
How do you feel about girls coming up to Brandon in public, you know, wanting pictures?
I trust them, so it doesn't really...
That's
doesn't
good.
really bother me.
Okay, fair enough. So, we've obviously heard news. You're going to be fighting Danny Aaron, you know. For one, is that fight confirmed 100%?
Contracts haven't been set in place, but it's looking like they say. I've spoke to Danny himself. I spoke to Mams. Yeah, it's looking like July. I think Manchester. I think it's going to be good.
Manchester of all places.
We're here, yeah, I know as well. We're here as well.
What do you honestly think of Danny Aaron, you know, as a person?
He's done his thing respectfully. Do you know what I mean? We all put the grind in. So I was a bit disappointed when he said, before when I called him out, he didn't want to fight me. He was like, I've put too much effort in to fight Beavo. And I'm like, come on now, like, we're all creators here. We're all doing our thing, you know.
You're doing well.
No, 100%.
You're the ultimate training person.
But then now randomly he's come out and gone, oh yeah, now I want to fight him. And apparently I'm ducking him. So I say, Danny, listen, I'm here. I'm training. I've seen you've been training as well with Tennessee. So let's get a little double fight on. Sophia, Tennessee, Beavo against Danny. Let's get it on.
So you would have him on right now, 100%.
I'd fight on the next Misfits.
You're prepared.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
I like it. So if that was to happen and that was confirmed, what do you think the paycheck would be? 50 grand less or higher? Higher or lower? 50 grand. Let's go.
I'm guessing it'd probably be higher. Well, I'm worth higher anyway, so...
Less than 100 grand or more than 100 grand?
I'd say just... I don't know.
Around that range? Would you say around that range?
Yeah. Listen, it is what it is.
You're worth something, man.
I'm out there. We're killing the game at the minute. Do you know what I mean? I've heard what other people have earned. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're not as popping. But I've got to get my foot in the door. When the contract comes and we discuss it, we go from there. But yeah,
I believe the contract will come.
Yeah,
but if it did, how many rounds would it be? Do you think? And also, how many rounds do you think he or you would last?
It'd probably be 3 rounds.
You'd knock him out in 3 rounds?
No, I think the fight would be 3 rounds.
So I know you mentioned before, you went, I'm not going to knock him out, he's going to knock me out, you know.
As I say, listen, I'm a content creator. I'm there to put on a show. It's all about ticket sales. I couldn't care realistically win or lose. So I'm gonna try and win. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to put a show on, get content out of it, show that you can have personalities on there. Because with Misfits, there's a lot of people that go on there and just go ghost, go quiet, train and fight. But I want to document everything,
You want to create the beef. You want to be the beef.
At the press conference, I want to eat a roast dinner at the press conference. You know what I mean? I want to sit there and eat. Do you know what I'm saying? It'd be funny. But yeah, I've got plans. I've got stuff.
Are you going to eat a roast dinner before you knock him out?
Yeah.
It'd be quality, wouldn't it?
That'd be great. So, obviously, I know you called a few people out. You called out J200, Angry Ginge, Danny Aaron. Out of the three, who do you think you would definitely knock out?
I think Angry Ginge. I just don't think he's got it in him. Like, he just, I don't know. I'm in his hometown, and I've been chatting to people, and people don't even like him. So it is what it is. Don't get on. He's probably fixed. He plays football, but yeah, I've got better boxing technicality.
How many rounds would you knock Angry Ginge out in? Do you think?
Oh, it'd be over in a second. I'll just play with him. I'd play with him in the first, and just bang him in a second. But yeah, I'd have a ball. But again, apparently it's not worth his time, and apparently he's too big for me. So listen, you crack on. You do your thing.
Do you think he's scared of you a bit?
They're FIFA nerds. Come on now. Do you know what I mean? They just sit in their room all day. Do you know what I mean? So
Rim all day, did you say?
in their room, mate. Yeah, they just sit in their room all day playing FIFA. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things. But come out into the real world, and we'll see what you're about.
Beavo's got you, and he's going to knock you the clean out.
That's it. I'm here.
The fuck out.
Yeah.
So next for you, Beavo, is obviously we're going to go through the old school stuff, should we say. It's been mentioned in other podcasts, but we need to mention the HS drama, right? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So, what's your opinion on HS today? We're not talking about last week or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Today, this second, what do you think of it?
He's just a businessman. It is what it is. I know there's probably a good side to him, but there is a side that he shows online, like a persona that it comes as like a bit arrogant. But I've chatted him on the phone, and he is just a normal person at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So I have respect for him. He's doing what he's doing. As I say, I feel sorry for the people that get mixed up and get trapped.
And fall for the traps.
And fall for the traps that we do. Do you know what I mean? We've all done it, I'll be real. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a game, unfortunately, and we're just all a part of it. So
if he was watching this podcast right now, what message would you say to him today?
There is no, as I say, I do respect him. I think... Yeah, but listen, HS don't like the OF girls, and it's that's his view.
Well,
but
I'm sure he does it as a living a little bit.
Yeah, I think he does management or whatever he does. I'm not too 100% know what he does, but yeah, no, listen, he is what it is. He's an Essex lad, do you know what I mean? So big up the Essex boys. I'd say Ed. I've met Ed. Ed's a lovely person. On camera, he's a bit different.
See, I thought that.
Ed's a good lad. So HS is sweet every time I chatted to him and that, but don't go online, he might slag me off and that, but that is just for the camera and that is just for views.
It's just for views.
It is what it is, isn't it? So
the last question of it is, obviously, from TikTok anyway, you were quite close with him. Do you feel a little bit betrayed or used, to promote the fight?
Yeah, but I knew what I was getting myself into, so I'm not going to play the victim card, so I knew there's going to be a bit backlash, but again, everything happens for a reason. Johnny, me and Sidney split up, and he done what he done, and that solidified it. And then I met the love of my life. So
the amazing Sophia.
Yeah. Thank you, HS.
To be honest, he's lost, you've won, really. In that sense.
Yeah, 100%.
So. I've never seen, a couple so in love a little bit. You guys are actually, properly going at it. I've spent time with you yesterday as well, and I know it's legit.
That's it.
So we're gonna play a little game now.
Here we go.
Because you love to give ratings. That's what you do on a daily basis. So
7 out of 10.
We're gonna play a little game of rate your mate.
Rate your mate.
That's it. So as a person, we're not talking about looks can be included, but we're talking about person, everything included, the overall human being. What would you rate HS out of 10?
I'd give him an 8.
You give him an 8. That, to be honest, pretty high. And usually you go.
No, listen, he's a businessman. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna lie, he's probably good. He's a good looking geezer. He's got a good body. Do you know what I mean? So, fair.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. He's done well for himself. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Danny Aaron out of 10.
4.
4. Okay, why 4? Tell us.
I just think there's room for improvement.
Room for improvement.
He's packing a bit of timber.
Right.
No, like off that though, he's done well in the YouTube scene. Do you know what I mean? He's got a girlfriend, so fair play. Whether she's a clutch chaser or not, we'll talk about that. But I'd say 4 or 5 out of 10.
I don't think she is. But Angry Ginge, out of 10.
-7 out of 10.
But he's from Manchester. You're in Manchester right now. Do you not give
But
him
everyone
credit in his hometown?
Taken over.
The amount of people I've had come up to me, and I've always said that I'm surprised you're coming up to me because I thought this is like Ginge Manor. Do you know what I mean? This is like all these fanboys and that, and they all hate him. I've got videos on my phone of him going "fuck Ginge" and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Are they jealous of him though, or are they genuine like?
I don't know.
Supporters of Beavo.
The Beavo takeover has happened.
The Beavo Twist Army.
No,
Never.
Beavo's here. He's clear and he's going everywhere. You know the rules.
And there's 2 more questions on the ratings. One is J200. You know, you did a bit of beef with him. I saw the video.
Give him a 6. He's all right.
No,
He's all right. I saw that. You know, I saw a bit of friendly banter between you two. A bit of friendly banter.
I know there's a bit.
I've met J200 personally.
Yeah, no,
he came to my
prick.
last party in Tsunami.
But you got to understand, you say prick, babe, but there is an online persona. There is people that do change for the camera.
He's not a
you know
real
what I
road
mean?
man. He's a sound guy.
Listen, he's working hard. He's doing his thing.
He turned our last party Tsunami into like the sketty Love Island, basically. And the last question is, rate Sophia's bedroom skills out of 10.
10-10.
10-10. What would you say, Sophia, your signature move is?
The wiggle.
The wiggle.
The wiggle?
I know
What the
the
fuck is
wiggle.
the
He knows
wiggle?
about
I
the
know
wiggle.
the wiggle.
What is the wiggle?
It's
Tell
how
me
you
about this wiggle.
You're on top and you just wiggle.
She just wiggles and he's just
He
like,
just wiggles. He loves the wiggle.
big up the wiggle.
What would you rate the wiggle?
What would you rate the wiggle out of 10?
I said 10-10.
Sophia,
Go
I have a box in front of you right now.
Yeah.
A mystery box. You can put your hand in, you might find anything. But what I want you to find within this box is a shaft. And there's 3 shafts within this box, right?
Okay.
Small, medium, and large. I want you to
Large.
find the thing within that box that most represents Beavo's dick shaft size, okay? So out of 3 objects, pick the one that you think easily resembles it. Pick them all. Look at them. Feel them.
See them all.
Feel them all. Fucking wank them off.
This one.
This one.
Yeah.
All right. Bring it out.
I'll do it.
So just turn it. Well, that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Big up the cucumbers.
Big up the cucumbers.
You know the rules.
Big up the big shafts. Okay. So, Sophia, you had 3 choices for the shaft, and you chose the cucumber, which I've got in my hand. That is a big shaft. Not going to lie. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next challenge is pick the balls. So you've got 6 objects to choose from within the box,
Okay.
and I want you to pick 2 of the most resemblance balls that you can pick of
Go on then.
that resemble Beavo's balls, okay? And then we're going to make a makeshift
Oh, yeah.
shaft and balls. Yeah, have a good feel. Which ones most resemble his testicles?
Well, I don't know. I feel like the bigger. These ones.
You want these ones? What, you want both? Both of them ones? Or
Maybe
do you want
this
one of
on
each?
one side, this one on the other.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Okay. So, Sophia, you've chosen 2 testicles
Ah.
and 1 shaft. So I want you to put them together with the objects we've given you
Okay.
and create the perfect Beavo penis.
So let's go in between, huh? No, you got to do the other way. There we go. Cheers.
Right, let's take a snap
Right,
of that.
none of
That is Beavo with a wood on.
Well done.
And that is, oh, Sophia loves it. That's it. That's what we're talking about.
Yummy.
Yummy. Okay, cool. Okay, so
Kermit Cock.
next. Okay, you
Right,
can,
let's
you can take
remove this.
you can take the balls and
There you go,
the
Jordan.
vegetable shaft. I love one of them. It's all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So, the next game we're gonna play is what are the fucking rules?
There we
Okay, so on many podcasts you've not given away the rules, and you can't because
No.
it's a fucking saying, right? And what I want you to do is either approve or disprove. So,
Okay.
what I've seen from many different videos that you've done is number 1 rule is you gotta big up the origin of the cuisine, right? You've got to big up, you've got to big up the Indians.
Potentially could be.
Right? And you've got to big up the cuisine. Big up the Indians, big up the curry, okay? For example.
Yeah.
Number 2 rule is chew and chew. If you chew more than twice, you're a cunt, right? Agreed, yeah? And number 3 is, if you don't rate your food, you're also a cunt. So what you do in a 3-step process is you big up the cuisine, big up the origin, you chew and chew, and you rate your food. Simple as.
Potentially could be part of the rules.
So would you say they are the rules of eating food?
Rate that plate.
Rate that plate. Rate that plate with Beavo.
Maybe. As I say, the rule book will come soon. So
the rule book will come. And how much will that cost me? How will that cost the general public to buy a book of Beavo's rules?
2025, the rule book will come.
Do you know what? I want to see Beavo the movie.
Beavo the movie.
Would you imagine that?
This is Steven Spielberg. If you're out there, I'm here.
That's it. Steven Spielberg, you're out there. Beavo the movie. You know the rules.
That's it.
Straight up, done. That's how it is. But let's get straight into, the teeth, right?
Yeah,
Everyone talks about the teeth all the way. Turkey teeth, big up the turkey, big up the teeth, big up fucking high smiles, whatever it's called. What is it?
UK smile.
UK smiles, close enough, okay? So, how are the new teeth?
They're good now. As I say, I think it's the first 3 weeks they were a bit painful, but now I can eat anything, chew anything, do whatever now.
So I've seen podcasts and stuff in the past where you've kind of said that the reason you chew the way you did is because of your old teeth and the situation that happened and the problem that happened. But you've got new teeth now. Why do you still do the same thing? Because is it for views?
Yeah, of course. I found something that people like and I'm just carrying on. It's a bit of acting at the end of the day. I say don't believe everything on TikTok. So
can you chew like a normal human being right now?
No.
I still can't, funny enough. Because
is it a habit?
Yes, because where I didn't have the teeth originally and I was scared to chew at the front because my teeth would ping out because I had bridges.
It's become a habit?
Yeah, it's just I'm used to it and so I don't enjoy it.
So you're not doing it for views, it's actually a habit.
It's how I eat and that's how I blew up because it was such a genuine video of me eating.
100%.
And people are like, hold on a minute, he can't eat properly, so what's going on here? And that's how it blew up. So
do you think if you chewed 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, would you lose views?
I don't know now.
If you became... You weren't Beavo anymore.
No,
you were free chew Beavo, not chew Beavo.
I've built such a strong fan base. I've got such a good...
You got to stick to what you're good at.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. And I think anything I do now, I think I can venture out, say I can do the kick streaming, I can go onto YouTube, I can get that support anywhere I go now. So, yeah, no, it's good. I think I've set my foundation and we can do what we want. So
Perfect. So these questions are for both of you, okay? The first thing is, it's actually quite a serious topic, and it is, how has fate, and both of you have experienced it, different, even before you met each other. You went on the Sidemen video, you blew up, okay? You blew up in December, I'd say, is the most important month. Yeah, how has it affected your mental health?
I don't really, take comments from, haters serious, if I'm honest.
And why?
Because I usually look at the profiles and I see what they look like, and it's just not really serious matter in that.
What would you say? You've got a lot of haters.
No
matter who you are, you could save a kid from a burning house,
and you'd still get
and someone would say you didn't do it fast enough. They would say that.
I don't know. As I say, where I got a lot of shit from school as well, and my teeth.
What for?
My teeth. My teeth weren't great.
Were you called Beavo at school?
No, so my second name's Beavis, so it was.
So it was kind of perfect.
It's not. Say I get the Beaver comments how you look like Beaver, but second name's Beavis. Beavo was a nickname. Do you know what I mean? So it weren't because of that, but yeah, maybe set something there because of the Beaver and Beavo and my teeth and that. But yeah, no, just from school I had so much shit. Don't get me wrong, I gave a lot back. I'm not playing the victim, but yeah, and then that's why I done. Say TikTok wasn't my first try of social media. I'd done YouTube before, it didn't work. I had my own esports team, it worked, but COVID hit and everyone become an esports team, so it's just okay, this is washed up now. And then I started TikTok and I just used the hate to my advantage, and the hate has got me around today, so it's changed my life. And
100%.
I couldn't care.
What? I agree with that. For me personally, I was at one, I'm gay, and 2, I'm pale as fuck. So, my boyfriend, we're like yin and yang. I'm the whitest guy ever. He's, basically another race.
Essex final boss.
Right? Yeah, Essex final boss, yeah. So I had to go through that going through school. I was also quite a straight guy, I had to come out with all that type of stuff. So I found that difficult. But what I found is, if you embrace your differences, you're actually quite powerful. You stand out. You set, fame is all about standing out. It's about being different from everyone
100%.
else. And that's what you've done. And every single one of us on this, on this podcast has got that. So, do you know what? I respect that. But, for both of you, this is a question. And I know, Sophia, you make good bank. I know you make good bank. And, I know we've already discussed this on The Sun today. But, how much money collectively have you made since the new year? So I could guesstimate it straight away. Obviously, Beavo, you mentioned 10, 12K on a podcast just from TikTok with your appearances, everything else included, 20K a month, surely. So let's say 60K. You made 70K in January. Let's say maybe dropped a little bit, 50, 120, maybe 150, 200 grand collectively since January. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And what have you spent it on? Each
All
other.
of it. Actually,
No.
mine I've invested pretty much back to myself. I've helped family members out.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, 100%. So I've spent money on relationships as well. I say we're quite 50-50.
Yeah, we are.
Because I have had a few people, I'm just being honest. I know you very personally, Sophia. Beavo less so. However, I've obviously met you in a few days. And actually, I think differently to what this is. But I know I've been told money's changed you. What would you say to people that said that?
My environment has changed, so I'm going to have to adapt to the environment. That's all it is, you know. So don't get me wrong, I'm not. People call you arrogant because you don't want to reply to them, or you're doing stuff where you're busy, and it's just not. It's not the case, It's just.
And I can actually prove that from a personal point of view. We went to Trafford Centre together yesterday. It's a bit of a pre-date. At first, you were like, "Yeah, of course I got a picture. Of course I got a picture." And then it happens 50 times in the space of an hour, and you obviously do get a bit pissed off by the end of it. 'Cause it's just like, come on, let me enjoy my day. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. So I always stop for the supporters, the fans. But again, when you get people come up to you and take the piss or try and record
And have you ever had that before? Like,
It's when we're eating, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've had that.
And what do people say?
They're like, "Oh, can you stand up and get a picture?" And it's like...
Well, I was there yesterday just to let you know about this. And, obviously, and someone went, Beavo, can I get a picture? Oh, I don't need you in the picture. And how did you feel when they said that?
Oh, I'm not bothered. But it's like... It's annoying for you when people like video and stuff.
Yeah, like I say, you get a picture and then they start videoing you, or.
And I saw that yesterday as well.
Don't get me wrong, there's some very respectful people. I come up to you, get the picture, I fist bump them. Yeah, thank you very much. That's nice.
So I saw yesterday someone, can I get a picture, Beavo? And then the
start
video
recording.
But people will follow you, won't they? And it's kind of like they'll get the picture and then they'll carry on.
And I do get worried being.
I remember being in lingerie shop. For your girlfriend, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Not for Beavo, just to make
Big
that
up
clear.
lounge.
Big up the lounge, big up Trafford Centre. But no, it can get a bit annoying. I remember the same person come in, walk past,
like 3
times.
times.
Beavo, and then comes back.
Just...
And I also saw some very, as I would describe, creepy people who maybe they're just thinking, is that Beavo? And some of them are thinking, that's Beavo. Were they thinking that,
Yeah.
That's what you need to think about. But Sophia, this is a question for you. What do you spend? You made 70 grand in Jan, right? Which you've confirmed on podcast before. What did you spend it on? Have you spent it? Have you invested it? What have you done?
Saved, invested, and then obviously spent a bit as well because I've holidays, then my own stuff.
You're going to LA, surely?
Yeah, for his birthday.
What's your plans for that? Any plans?
We're meeting you.
Apart from meeting me, we're going to 6 Flags, 7 flags, 8
Flags.
flags, 9 flags, 12 flags.
No, we got a couple of podcasts. I'm meeting someone from FaZe.
So it's time for Beavo to break into America.
I'm going to be kick streaming as well, so Beavo on Kick, I'm going to be there. I just want to explore. I don't want to be known for just the guy that eats. I want to...
You want to expand that?
Yeah, 100%.
How do you plan on doing that?
Well,
just be you, really.
Well, me, and then I can introduce you. Do you know what I mean? A couple that travels and does stuff, and I could do my own. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not talented, I'll be honest. I blew up for eating.
So what I'd say to you is, good question here, right? She went on the Sidemen. She blew up from that. And, everything she's done since then, even before she met you that day, opportunities. You got known and you got your virality from the chewing. How do you take it to the next level? How are you going to ride the wave? What's next for Beavo?
Ride the wave.
Just go with it. As I say, the food stuff is still relevant. As I say, I could still do it. But I do want to come away. I do want to change it up and just see what happens, innit? And we can just stream our lives and go from there.
Right, we might need a cut.
Dropped everything.
Dropped every card. And I dropped them all in disorder. And we're nearly done, guys, by the way. Oh. We were. I swear I need Jake in my life. So, Sophia, obviously you do OnlyFans. You've done really well for yourself, and you're in the top 0.0%. What tips would you give any other girls or guys starting OnlyFans?
You have to be very out there. You have to have your own thing. Obviously, I'm not shy. I'll say it how it is, and I think that's quite why all my subs and stuff come to me, because I'm not the normal quiet girl next door vibe, but obviously girls do well with that as well. It's kind of just find your niche and roll with it.
Find your niche and roll with it.
But you need to be very consistent in it.
And
obviously,
consistency.
I've been very consistent in it, and then that's how I blew up as me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Perfect. And Beavo, similar question, but obviously different segment. How would you give some tips to someone who, say I wanted to start TikTok tomorrow? How would I do it? How can I become as viral as the mighty Beavo?
You've just start uploading. Think of something different. Don't be yourself, but have an exaggerated version of yourself. That's what worked for me. But yeah, just be different, be consistent, upload. If you're boring, you're not going to get nowhere. No one wants to watch an average Joe on TikTok, because the amount of people I scroll
How do you stand out then, Beavo?
I don't know. With me, it was my teeth, my personality. I don't know.
Did you expect that at the time?
As I said, from young, I've always had something in me to do well. I've always said that I'm gonna fucking make it.
So you had it in your head saying, I'm gonna be different.
Yes,
I'm gonna be better than everyone else. Not in that sense, but as in you want to be an individual. You're gonna be stand out. You're gonna be different to everyone else.
100%. So yeah, just be different. Just come up with something you enjoy, and just roll with it, and just put the effort in, and you'll do well.
You also mentioned in a podcast recently that if you've got less than 10,000 followers, 15 second clips.
Tops, yeah.
Why that? Why?
So with TikTok, to get paid, you need 10,000 followers, but to get the followers, you need to be doing viral clips. So to get viral clips, 10 to 15 secons.
Because I think it wasn't very clear in the last podcast you were in, where he kind of went to you, well, you do 1 minute clips. It's like, well, no. If I had less than 10,000 followers, I'd do this. 10, the reason 10, I do 1 minute clips is because I want to get fucking paid.
That's it, of course.
In the southern accent,
and,
how it goes.
And I've got a following as well. But to build your following, to get to that 10k mark, 10, 15 second clips, good start. And you'll do well. You'll get your followers, and go live all the time when you can.
And did you ever expect this fame?
No, not at all. But I dreamed to be in this position 2 years ago. So
you've thought about it in your head.
Yeah, I've always, as I said, I've always done stuff.
Because hanging out with you recently, and both of you, I can see you prepared for it. You like it.
Yeah.
However,
it was gradual as well. So it weren't overnight where I woke up one morning and I had 20 million people come up to me. Do you know what I mean? I started TikTok, done well. I had my drop off. I come back. And it's blown up even better. So,
and personally, I'd say, from meeting you recently, obviously I've known Sophia. Sophia, you deserve all the success you've ever got, and also so do you.
Thank you.
Do you know what? And I can genuinely say to the public,
you're
both genuine people.
We do work hard,
you're a genuine couple. You work hard, and you know what? I can't wait to spend some time in Six Flags and the best fucking theme park in the entire fucking world with you two mad cunts. That's what I enjoy. So the last couple of questions are about the Sidemen videos for both of you. The Sidemen video absolutely, and I know this for a fact, changed your life in terms of revenue. Yeah. How did it happened so fast? What happened? Tell me.
I don't know.
What happened? You got them big daddies out, didn't you? You got them. Did you see that video, Beavo?
Yes.
Did you see that before you met her?
No, I didn't actually.
So that's interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. So you whapped them big mamas out.
I genuinely didn't see it.
Them Sidemen saw side views, front views, every view, right?
Yeah.
And you got them big mamas out, okay? Then what happened after? How did your revenue increase? You increased from what to what?
The thing is, everyone always says, with Sidemen and stuff, everyone's like, oh, if you go on Sidemen, you're going to make it. You're going to absolutely pop off. If you don't have the personality for it, you're not going to pop off, because I know plenty of girls who have been on it and not popped off.
And what would you say popped off for you apart from them baps?
just the way I am as a person. if
You're
I'm
out there,
honest,
you're
like,
confident.
Yeah, my confidence is the biggest thing about us.
Are
really.
is your confidence bigger than the Baps?
Yeah. It's quite hard, but yeah.
What would you say to that, Beavo? Would you say a confidence bigger than a Baps, or a Baps are bigger than the confidence?
Even on the side of it, if I was a woman, I would have done the exact same.
Yeah.
Like,
So, you just...
I was on the Sidemen, I'd done my little thing, but I think how I'd done it just perfectly. I didn't need to get my baps out. Do you know what I mean?
You just got your Beavo out.
I was thinking about choking. I was going to choke on set, but I'm not going to lie, I was a bit nervous going in front of them because, as a kid,
Big people, obviously.
I watched them when I
Massive
was in year
following.
7.
Like, even to you, do they intimidate you a little bit in terms of the... So, like, for example, say I've got 100,000 followers, you've got 1.3 million, but you're really relevant. They've got 20 million. Does that confidence barrier, like, challenge you a little bit? You know,
in terms of following, or
in terms of who they are, more than the following.
Yeah, no, because they're set in stone. They're respectful people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and they've been in the game yonks. Do you know what I mean? So,
how did it feel though, being probably the most relevant person on that show, in my opinion?
Yeah, I feel like mine done the best. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, no, it was nice to say. It was a good opportunity, and I'm hoping I can get more opportunities with them and prove myself and prove my character.
But you made them all fucking laugh, that's for sure. M.R. didn't do as well.
Oh no, that was dreadful.
But I think you had a harder job, singing a song. But you are you. You make people laugh. That's how you've got famous. That's how you've done what you've done. Do you know what? I'm proud of both of you as a couple, as success partners, as everything. I think you can make a great team. So I've got 3 more questions to the end of the podcast, and these are the tough ones. Okay, these are the ones everyone wants to know. Okay, and the first one is, are you really engaged? Is it in a real engagement or is it fake? Be honest. Come on. I can see you love each other. I see you like each other. Was the ring fake? Was it real? Go.
Yeah, it was fake. I'm not gonna...
Yeah, it was on my right hand. Someone, obviously, when the camera flips on the selfie side, someone was like, "Oh my god, engagement!" So we just kind of...
So you did it for views?
We took the piss out of it,
bit.
really.
And when would you say the views went too far?
It wasn't even for views though, because we didn't even upload a video on it.
Yeah,
it was more,
we didn't.
We just went
and
live,
then it was
and
just the live.
And everyone just assumed it.
I think you posted a story, just pretended to say yes or something like that because of the
yeah,
accusations.
bro, it was just a promise ring. I was like, I said yes.
So the next question is, and a podcast actually claims this as a headline title, which is, pregnancy. Is it true? Is it not?
No, we put that out there. It's not.
You've never mentioned it. How has this rumor came about?
It's because I had a food baby and I said food baby and everyone kind of took it out of proportion.
Really.
Really.
And what is a food baby for people who don't know what a food
when
baby
you've ate
is?
and you've got
too
like...
much.
You're a bit bloated,
Yeah,
basically. Okay.
and he just
so
tapped my
to
belly
confirm,
and was like, food baby.
Sophia, Beavo, you can tell me 100% confidently, you can both look at me in the eyes and say, you are not pregnant and you have not got a pregnant.
Well, I mean...
No, well...
We've raw dogged, so it could be in there, but...
It's not proven yet.
No, but
not.
one day it'll be... For the
Yeah.
future,
And do you believe that, truly? You've been together for how long? How many weeks? 3?
3 weeks, 4 weeks. So...
And has it been the best 3-4 weeks of your
It
life?
has been, we've enjoyed
Do you
it.
look into her eyes and
Have
something
beautiful
special
eyes.
there?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you see something from Sophia that Sydney never gave you?
We won't mention that name. But she's...
It's different because you
This
already
is a
mentioned
proper
earlier in the podcast
relationship, yeah,
that
100%.
she was a toxic friend. Sophia's a love partner.
Yeah, 100%.
So we're gonna play a game of truth and dare. Beavo and Sophia. So Beavo, you first. You get to choose truth or dare.
We'll do a truth. We're on a podcast. Let's do a truth.
We'll do a truth. Okay. So the rumors are, and what a lot of people would like to see is, would you start an OnlyFans account, or would you collab with Sophia and partake in her videos?
Who knows what the future holds? We see.
Would you do it for money?
Yeah,
If you made 20 grand tomorrow, would you say yes?
Yeah, 100%.
And you would.
But you got to look at longevity on my brand as well. I want to sit down with my management and see if this is an option. But if it ain't, I will wait out.
If you had the choice between starting your own OF or participating in Sophia's, which would be the best option for your brand?
I'd probably participating, but I'd probably start my own, then move on to yours, because we can just...
Yeah.
You've got your fans and that. So yeah.
Perfect.
Move on.
So, last question for you, my beautiful friend Sophia, right? And a lot of people are asking this. A lot of people. I've seen many comments out there, which is, are you genuinely in love with Beavo? Genuine, or are you clout chasing? Go for it.
I'm not. I don't need the clout. I'm making enough.
Prove it.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
So Sophia, you know, many comments have gone out there, and I've seen so many, and it's actually really horrible. And they basically say, you know, Sophia's transgender, Sophia's a man. Where's that blonde bloke gone? What do you say to those people?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not a man.
And what would you say, Beaver? Is she trans?
I mean, if you want to hold this wood.
Oh, dear! That's a big wood. So, the last question is, obviously, you've told me a lot about, you know, the engagement, the rumours about pregnancy, and you say you're not pregnant. Okay, so in the next 6 months, would you consider it? You know, do you want to be a mum to Daddy Beavo? Would you have dinner with Daddy?
Dinner with Daddy. Yeah.
Potentially, as say, it's better to have children young.
Why potentially and not definitely? Why not?
Well,
Why?
We just
I've always
see how
said
it
finance.
goes.
Like, obviously, I want to be able to just not
Support the child
fully, like not have to worry about
in the grand scheme of
anything
things, got to be
at all.
honest, you guys between you definitely earn a lot more than the average.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you spot it now, or you just want to enjoy your life a bit?
I'd want to absolutely spoil the shit out of a child if I was to have a child.
So 70 grand a month can definitely spoil a child. Just let you know that. But in the grand scheme, if I was you, you know, I'm 29 now. You're
23 in March.
23 in March. You're 20.
I'm 22 in
22, right? I just want to be enjoying myself, enjoying my life. You're going to LA, you're going to explore the world. If a baby comes, it comes.
Yeah.
Is that your motto in a sense?
Yeah,
you know?
if it happens, we chat about it and then go from there, innit?
Good sex, if a baby happens.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Do you have good sex?
Yeah.
Yes.
The best sex
Yes.
you've ever had?
Yeah.
Ever?
Am I your best?
Yeah.
Are you her?
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she is definitely.
10 out of 10. Both of you, yeah?
10 times.
We're going to finish the podcast on that note. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the Rebel Devil podcast. Thank you very much to our special guests, the famous couple Beavo and Sophia.
Thank you very much.
You know, I'd love to have you on again, and I'm excited for the next one. Let's go. Woo! Cheers!
Cheers.
Yeah, we smashed it. Done.